So hey, you may be wondering why I'm opening up this video with post-commentary. Well, I just had a huge editing / recording session for both Go Battle League and Mario Maker last night, and it even extended a bit to this morning on the editing end. So I felt like I was done with Pokemon Go for a while. But I decided to I already done a couple Go Battle League sessions off screen and they were honestly terrible. So I decided I did a little treadmill walking and got one more set and decided to just pull up a friend's stream VOD and listen to it while I was doing these Go Battle League sets. And I felt like I got pretty crazily lucky between that and the team actually working. I think another big difference is this is all happening right after the Lickitung raid day. So just doing the free raid passes, I was able to get charged TMs back and finally undo the horrible mistake I made before of trying to TM Swampert to Earthquake before my Venusaur into Sludge Bomb. And after some evaluation, I think that's all my team really needed. I'm amazed I was actually able to go through all the Giratina shields and get the Dark Pulse to finish him off with that Alolan Muck alone. Really think my team kind of is pulling together, even if it's not the most IV perfect set. I picked up the whole leading off with Venusaur from Hero Vein, and it's been done to me a couple times, so I decided to try it for myself. And Venusaur lead is actually working out pretty well for me. Got Charizard to cover other Venusaurs that come in, along with a couple other things that counter Venusaur. And I got Alolan Muck for the alternate form of Giratina, along with fellow Venusaurs and a few other things. I was going back and forth between Gramble and Alolan Muck for that middle slot. I ultimately think I'm going to be sticking with Alolan Meryl or Muck, simply because of just how wonderful it is for walling fellow Venusaurs and Giratinas. I just wonder if there was something really big that my Muck could do better than my Venusaur that I'm kind of blanking out on. Still, I'm sure it'll come to me as we're going through these other Ultra League battles. The ultimate penultimum today is to actually get caught up in the commentary for this particular video, the battles I did on my own, and do the final two sets of this Go Battle streak live. Am I jinxing things? Probably. To be honest though, I feel like I've learned a lot between the past two sets that I did off screen. The team was there, but I don't quite think my mindset was. I had a huge brain fart and didn't realize that my Venusaur is specifically a Togekiss counter, and I swapped over to Alolan Muck, giving the switch advantage to my opponent when that was totally unnecessary. And I guess it's also Charizard is something I've been running into a lot. A lot of people that actually do try to counter the Venusaur lead will often do so with a Charizard lead. And when I had Gramble, my best option was going into my Charizard myself, which is not IV spec, so I didn't really feel too confident having a Charizard Diddle. So that's another reason for having the Muck. Though I am actually kind of surprised of how well Charm plowed through a Charizard despite the fact that it was resisted. Still, I do think Muck is ultimately the better choice because I'd rather be getting neutral damage than resisted damage, even if that resisted damage is charm damage. So I think another huge part of why I was doing so good in this set was just how much control I had over the shield advantage. early on it said, like, it may hurt some more casual players to see so many of my Pokemon go down, but I do it fairly intentionally just so I can have the shield advantage in the end, because, like, being able to get a nice clean Sludge Bomb off on a Togekiss, for example, mwah. Look at this. That was just beautiful. And I can even just get a Frenzy Plant off on this Poliwrath before it even has a chance to get to an Ice Punch. And even if it were to somehow get to an Ice Punch or something devastating, I still have one shield left. If I actually, when I think about it, this might be the one match that I actually didn't need a shield. Like, I just did that well. Yeah, he didn't even let me finish him off, which is unfortunate, but we both know where this was going, so it's not that huge of a deal. What do I got for the last match there, actually? I really need to give Venusaur a nickname, I just realized. I can't believe I just remembered that I'm still calling it 77, as in like 77% in IV, and this was way back before we had like the more precise Apravasol system, where you can actually tell the individual IV numbers. Man. I will admit there's some luck factor into it. There's always a bit of luck involved with Go Battle League. I'll admit, this is probably one of my weaker plays, though. I do try to go for Frenzy Plant to bait. I even like wait until I get enough for a Sludge Bomb. This guy's nuts. It so looked like I was going to hit him with a Sludge Bomb, and yet he doesn't shield it? He's either really brilliant or really full soul. And I kind of wonder how well I would have taken that Ancient Power, by the way. It might not have been as scary as I was thinking. I was also concerned that it might not have been Ancient Power, but Aerial Ace instead. So I guess it's just... But I guess either way, I felt like I had an advantage. Now I'm going for Frenzy Plant again, just because I can get to it quicker, and I'm pretty sure this Togekiss is weak enough that, yep, it would go down to the Frenzy Plant even though it's resisted. And Steelix, I've seen a couple people bring Steelix against Venusaur, and I'm not sure if it's because it actually counters Venusaur, or if it's just their only option, because in my head, Steelix is part ground, and while the Steel canceled it out, like that Frenzy Plant still did a decent amount of damage to me. But I guess like having a Steelix also means that you can't like Sludge Bomb them, so I don't know. I guess that's the other thing, like, I guess Charizard would be my best Steelix counter. And you may be thinking, but Jackie K is just obliterating the Steelix with fast move alone. So how can you be unsure if this is a good counter? Quad weakness to rock, my friend. Quad weakness to rock. I took a little bit of a gamble here, just assuming that like his moveset was Earthquake and Heavy Slam, and he didn't have a Stone Edge or something. I honestly forget if Steelix has Stone Edge or Rock Slide. And I'll admit, that was another bad play on my behalf. I was going for the Dragon Claw, thinking that he was so low on health that I would take it out. And I was shooting for a win-win. Either he shields and I waste his last shield, or I take out the Steelix. Instead, I didn't get either, but at least I still have my Alolan Muck for the Giratina, which works out fairly well in my end. I'll take any little damage I get off on that, take him using up his energy on my Charizard, so my Muck has full reign to just do his business all on this Giratina. I'm gonna not shield this first one, just try to get the most out of the shield possible. I don't think we ever find out if this Giratina had anything besides Dragon Claw. But on the off chance that it didn't, I would be able to like shield this next attack and just guarantee my victory. So that's all we really have for this set. Now let me just jump back over to the live comm now, and let's take a look and see if I can actually continue this good streak I got going on. See y'all in a sec. So yeah, actually kind of impressed myself. Excuse me. Got 3 out of 5 battles won. See if the Alpine curse, commentator's curse, whatever genre I call it under, screws me over out getting the 4-win lead. And Can apologize, my commentary is a little more stiff than usual, but I really want to win. If not win all 5 of these battles, then at least win the 4. It almost makes me say I didn't go with the premium set. But I mean, I'm way too high ranked to guarantee something like that. This is just much luck, as it is my team feeling like it's finally coming together. Whew. Here goes nothing. Got my guy right away, my hand's getting a little stiff/cramp, it's a little nerve-wracking. Got my lucky phone keys on the back. Articunos, oh my god, I've seen videos on these. These are like things that people bring intentionally to counter Venusaur leads. This is what I mean, folks. The moment I start live commentary, everything just goes down the wazoo. Maybe I can bait out a shield with them expecting the blast burn? Man, I don't know though. He doesn't go for the betas. What's the heckles? Oh, man, I don't like giving the shield advantage early on, but I really want to have my Charizard for that Articuno. I'm just like that nervous about it. Okay. You know, in hindsight, he's low enough on health that he might actually go for the shield. It probably would have been better to do the Dragon Claw now. No, what do you know? Do I waste both my shields? Just try and preserve this Charizard for Articuno? Whoop, it's too late to go back on that now. Oh, man. I swear, it's freaking cursed. And this is actually not good. I probably should have gone into Venusaur. Cause now my Muk, the one thing that I had hoped for take care of the Articuno is going to be way too weakened to actually do anything of use. Or he could just go into it now. I'm not sure if he realizes like this is what I want him to do, considering like this is probably my next. Oh man, did I really just block the Icy Wind? I am going for a Gunk Shot. I don't care if I'm weakened. I just need to get as much hard damage off on this thing right now. That's still fairly solid. Unfortunately, I don't know if I'm gonna get up to the Dark Pulse in time. If I fall, oh my god, I fell to a freaking Icy Wind. This all went down to the wire way too quickly. I mean, there's a slight chance I could have just farmed the energy I needed from that stupid Articuno, but I was scared. If it got to an Icy Wind before then, I was just screwed so hard. Man, I'm wasting all my Frenzy plans just taking out all these Venusaur counters with my Venusaur. I feel like I'm not gonna have enough energy left for what really matters. Wow, this team was literally all anti-Venusaur. So of course that's the. I should have just freaking sacked this thing off early on, but there's no way that I can tell that early that he didn't have like a Swampert or something hiding in the back. That's a freaking roulette of Go Battle League. I wish I could express my face right now in words. I still feel pretty good about my team. That was just terrible luck, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Like, that's the first time I've seen Articuno in all my battles, and just so many things. And okay, a Purified Venusaur, I'm actually not quite sure if maybe it has returned. This is gonna be like, we're literally in a draw. Unless I just forgot to hit this button. I am a little nervous about sack. At this point I need to pretty much just leave my Venusaur in here and just go for all of it, but I'm nervous that like I'll attacking me Venusaur later on. The fact that he got to charge move first, though, that's kind of nerve-wracking me. So I'm just, like, not even gonna give him a chance to get to the Sludge Bomb. If I waste his shield, good. If not, then at least I get some extra chip damage off, and that's fine. At this point, I need the shield advantage because I'm gonna lose the Pokemon advantage, so... Venusaur. At least we have the stuff in Pulse to, like, really prove that you really did the work out there. Okay, so... I'm gonna try really hard... Okay, he's just gonna be smart and not let me do... farm off the Venusaur like I also desire. He did give me the switch advantage, but do I... My Alolan Muck isn't that great. But I probably don't need it. I probably didn't need a Charizard if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. No, you're probably going for a Blast Bird. I mean, I'll be thankful if I actually need Charizard for his last Pokemon. But in hindsight, after making that move, I kind of have my doubts, and I feel like if I shield this, I'm not gonna shield this. I don't want to give him the shield advantage, but I really shouldn't have done that. I do get pretty greedy with my shields. It's all going to come down to what his last Pokemon is. It's probably going to be Giratina, which I would have rather have my Muck for rather than the Charizard. Yeah, I can't shield. It's too low on health to actually let that go to waste, and I'd rather like have him get rid of his energy now. Okay, so Charizard's actually going to farm off the Venusaur as originally planned. Oh man, this is nerve-wracking. It's still going to come down to this last Pokemon, which is Steelix. I can work with this. Just don't lose your nerve and get this Blast Burn right. Oh yeah, oh my god, we actually have this in the bag. I didn't even need the shield, which is a little bit... Okay, I did need a shield. Perfect. I think if I was actually paying attention to how full my charge moves were, I could have just finished off with Dragon Claw there, and... But hey, I didn't. We had the shield though, and... I can't... When did we ever get 4 battles of a set in Ultra League? I personally don't remember. If I didn't film it... Boy howdy, if I didn't film it... Oh yeah, because like, I began the Ultra League saga saying, I'm never gonna get to see a Scraggy again. I mean, it's too soon still, because Tepig exists. But hey, we got hope with this team. This team is actually going places. This is probably the best team I ever had. But man, I can't be mad at anyone for being disappointed with the starters are in this late tiers. I mean, I could have gotten things like frickin' Dino. Have I ever told you that I've only seen 1 Dino in the wild? Ever, and never got one out of eggs, never got one of anywhere else. So, I haven't seen any Scraggies beyond the first one. I haven't seen any Dinos. I haven't seen a lot of things. Then again, ever since Ultra League, even a little before Ultra League, using Premium Passes just didn't seem worth it, because there seemed like no way I ever get to the 4 battles again. Well, since the game's not going to really give me any better options, I might as well take what I can get. And get as much candy out of it as possible. Because, I mean, hey, there'll be Tepig Community Day eventually, so like, that's one, probably, that candy will go towards one more Emboar. Blast Burn that I don't need, because I don't think Emboar's stats are really all that great. But hey, I might get like a shiny 100 several years down the road, and it would be cool to have something like that. Now, at this point, I'm just stalling for time, but thank you all for tuning in with me for this wild ride. It's kind of a shame that RNG screwed me out of that 4th match. I feel like if I went up against any other team beyond one that had an Articuno, we could have won 5 matches in a row. I feel pretty good about that. And I wonder if I should really actually watch that video that I saw and see if Articuno actually has any uses beyond just like hard countering Venusaur, because Arcanine might be interesting. I don't think I actually have. I guess I have some. It probably won't be this one. Maybe that one. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Like, I wonder if Hurricane is any good for PvP. Probably not, but I think the bigger question is if worth spending 100 dust on. And when I finally got a team together and it doesn't really need any more dust investment than what I already have, I don't think that's the case. Anyways, thanks again for tuning in. Shout out to Midnight Beyond, who does some Let's Play stuff. I was actually watching his stream when I was having that 3 victory streak. So I'm gonna count that stream towards being my lucky charm, especially because match number 4 happened as soon as I actually started live commenting, aka couldn't listen / watch the stream. So yeah, it was all him that was actually giving me good luck in those freaking battles, and I appreciate it, because man, I was living in a world where I would never win 4 battles and ultra battles and go out. Oh, I almost forgot to actually claim my overall reward. Nothing but a slight increase in my yellow number that I don't really care about. Yeah, I'm almost at 100 Stardust. I almost earned enough Stardust from doing Go Battle League that if I actually were to teach a second move to a legendary Pokemon, that it would be neutralized. Except for the fact of how much Stardust I spent on everything else, just trying to get up to this point. Ah well. Take care.